Halo 2 on Legendary. Halo 2 on Legendary. Halo 2 on Legendary. Fuck! I hate Jackal Snipers! Halo 2 on Legendary has the biggest history to be one of the greatest gaming challenges I have ever seen in a video game. It's super difficult and so much bullshit can happen. Even if we were able to beat all the part times on every mission, our time would still be over 3 hours and 37 minutes. That means I not only have to beat the part times, but save at least 4 minutes on every mission to win. But hey, it's on the list, and if you remember, me and Corbin set out to beat all the Halo games in under 3 hours. And unfortunately, that also means Halo 2. Now, at first, I did not think we were going to be able to do this, but once again, me and Corbin are Halo Reach players, and we're not even close to Halo 2 speedrunners. And if we run in balls deep like we've been doing in the other Halo games, we would surely fail. But being the good little YouTuber I am, I decided failure was not an option. I would like to take this moment to thank Frogikist, an awesome Halo YouTuber, and once I saw his video on this challenge, and that he mentioned that he doesn't speedrun Halo 2, I thought, well, if he can do it, then an average Halo player like myself and Corbin can do it too. So thanks to my absolute mental dedicated energy and a lot of watching Halo completionists and Frogikist, the question is, will I be able to carry my friends through Halo 2 under 3 hours? I certainly hope so, because I am never doing this again. Are you ready to run this? You have 3 hours of your life set aside.
I have till 5 p.m.
Time to lock the fuck in. Dude, it doesn't register! It's not registering.
Because you didn't hit him, you hit the door!
To fucking put a door in my way! 2 in front.
Oh my god, man!
You died.
Yeah, no shit, I died, Kael. Thanks for noticing.
Oh! I knew there was more! I knew there was more!
Wait, I'm not dead. What the fuck?
If you can only see things from my perspective, like, this is literally RNG based. Dude. Dude, dude, how is this? Okay. It's this fucking ghost. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? Jackal Sniper and the fuck! I hate Jackal Snipers! Go. Oh, buggers. I'm so dead. On a scale of 1 to 10, how dead I am, it's about a fucking 10. Yep. Stop. Please. Please. Fuck! I'm so fucking squishy! Dude, if you could only see the hell that I'm in. Stop. Oh my god, I made it. I made it. No! The Marine hit me with a fucking rocket. Are you fucking kidding me? Dude, the Marine hit me with a fucking rocket, dude. This Marine is ass. This Marine is gonna
kill him.
Fucking killed, dude. There should not be a rocket. Dude, stop. Dude, I can't with this fucking Marine.
Yes.
This Gauss hog. Are you fucking... Dude, the Marines in this fucking game are gonna get me fucking killed, dude. Dude, I can't with these fucking Marines. Dude, no, we didn't get a fucking shot. Dude, these fucking Marines, dude, I'm gonna lose my fucking shit. They're literally killing me. The enemies are not even killing me. It's the fucking Marines that are fucking me. I've Austin Powers'd it! When I am doing this. Dude, the jackals, the sniper jackals. What the fuck am I supposed to do against that? We are 50 minutes in. We are 50 minutes in.
Fuck the 3 hours on this game. I'm getting it done and that's it. I'm not coming back to Halo 2. If we don't get it, SOL. I'm not doing it.
This door's gonna open. We active camo, run past everything.
Did we kill our friends again?
No. That was just that one time.
You forgot about something, didn't you?
Well, who's throwing grenades?
I did.
Why?
Because.
Dude, why do you always do that?
Your sword just
why do you throw grenades at things at close range?
Behind us. Oh,
I'm aware of that.
God,
dude, are you serious?
I'm stuck. I'm fucking stuck and I'm dead. Dude, I hate this goddamn game.
I'm already at the end. Are you fucking kidding me? How did you stay here?
This fucking game. No, The reason why I'm not gonna stay here is because enemies. I swear to God. Okay, I'm recording that. I'm recording that. You need to see it. You need to see it.
See what? You suck!
I hate this fucking game and I stand by it. I swear to God, you just shot me too.
That time, that was me. Dude, I don't...
I'm done. This game fucking
Are you
blows.
dead again?
This game fucking blows, man.
How bad are you?
No, it's not how bad am I. It's how bad is this fucking game.
I'm having no problems.
I'm glad you're not having fucking problems, Kael. I'm fucking glad. I'm ecstatic.
I don't understand what you're dying to.
Everything else that you're not killing.
They followed you.
Easy. You blame me for that? Because I'm at the start of the level, so I killed a jackal. And then
Dude,
also...
I'm choking. I'm choking.
How did you die?
Part of me wants to restart. Part of me already wants to restart.
How did you die?
Part of me wants to restart.
Get me off this fucking godforsaken game.
Okay, so the answer is no. I cannot carry him through it. And even though Corbin was ready to give up, I wasn't about to. I believe that I can do this myself. So I spent a week straight practicing every level, learning everything and anything I could. And now I believe I am ready for one last attempt to beat the hardest Halo challenge I have ever done in my entire life. Can I beat Halo 2 on Legendary in under 3 hours? I hope you guys are ready, so strap in, Spartans, because we are going in hot. Every speedrun has a beginning, and for most speedrunners, it is known as Cairo Station. It is one of the most painful starting missions I have ever played in a Halo game ever. Now, just remember, the run you are about to see is about 8 hours worth of footage later, so if it looks like I'm a bit refined in my gameplay, that would be why I no longer look like a brainless child in Halo 2 anymore. I did it, Papa. Anyway, I start off by running past one of the hardest skips to learn in this mission, and definitely not because I failed at it for many hours. I decided to skip it and just shoot this Marine in the head instead to skip all the yip yap. Then I jump on this terminal to jump above the door, and I wait about an hour for the Marines to stop talking, and finally the door is open and the Covenants start pouring out. Then I drop behind them, ignoring them. Then I pick up this plasma pistol and carefully deal with these blue boys. But once I'm in the next room, I do a very easy jump skip to run past all the enemies, blast this guy, and bam, I'm already at the hangar. I noob combo this elite, shoot some grunts, and rinse and repeat about 3 times. Then I go hide up here and wait another year for the Marines to stop talking. Finally, they came out, but it looks like they started to evolve because they weren't going forward at all. So I decided to say, fuck it, we ball. And I jumped down. I barely made it, but we were still kicking. Next room, it's just more noob combo and elites. Spoiler alert, that's pretty much all this run is. After they're all dead, I jump on the shield thing to get back up to the top where I can skip these guys easily again. I shoot these 2 grunts, they don't blast me. I jump down, and I'm really flying through these rooms. Speaking of flying, the next fight is Ranger Elites. Yay! Okay, they're dead. I just jump on this ramp, do a grenade jump, and then again we are up high and I can run past everything till I get to the end where I drop down skipping all the other Rangers that would have definitely murdered me brutally. Speaking of brutal, we gotta deal with these buggers. Never mind, they're dead. That was easy. I jump down on the elevator, hitting the button, finishing off the rest of the people down here. Then the door will lead us back outside with 5 more Ranger Elites, but they are still super vulnerable to noob combos. And finally we get to the last room where there's just more Elites. So yay, more noob combo. Boink this guy, and boom, we are done with a time of 13 minutes and 52 seconds, which is in fact my fastest time on Cairo Station I think I've ever done, so I'm taking it. After Johnson's terrible flying, we crash landed into the next mission, Outskirts. I start by taking away Johnson's sniper rifle, he won't be needing it, and then I go through this door to jump on top of this light and on top of this building. Now it becomes a parkour simulator. Jump here, fucked it up again, first try, jump here, jump here, then here, fall here, grenade jump here, drop down, and punch, shoot, shoot, and we skipped right through a major portion of this mission already. Then we move down this hallway, back outside, and ignore the Phantom to find this ghost. We boost along over here, and for the first Covenant checkpoint, I drive to this pillar, hop out, and snipe this gunner so he doesn't mow me down later. Then we just jet right on past him. Moving to the next checkpoint, we hug this right side of the beach and just keep driving, nothing really happens, and then all is left is getting past my old nemesis. A sniper jackal. I clenched my butt cheeks and I booked it. Now with some more RNG based driving, I decided to stay in the ghost and not grab the warthog because I'm an idiot, and now I just drive right to the end, past these guys, over these crates, past this turret. No, not Kael, not Kael, not Kael. Once I got to these transports, I don't really remember what they were called. We played a little game called hopscotch. We barely made it to the first one, then I hid underneath them so I could regain some health, and then to the next one, and holy shit, how is this working? I'm one with the force and the force is with me. I'm one with the force and the force is with me. Once I get to the end, I hop out and once again snipe any turret that might destroy my little butthole once I drive through, and once they're all dead, I jet right on past them, and oh yeah, fuck you turrets, we are done with Outskirts with a time of 6 minutes and 35 seconds, which is our fastest mission yet. Kicking off Metropolis, I immediately start by taking away this Marine's rocket privileges, you know, for security reasons. The Marine hit me with a fucking rocket. Are you fucking kidding me? Dude, the Marine hit me with a fucking rocket, dude! After that, I then ditch these two and continue down the bridge. Eventually, some more Marines will spawn, as well as another rocket Marine. So I did what any reasonable Spartan would do. I then continue down the bridge, dodging these ghosts, and once I get to the end of the tunnel, instead of driving past everything, I decide to go through killing everything. It's not faster, but it is a lot safer. There's a lot of shit in this area. I use the rocket I got from my friend back there to clear out the rest of the people at the bottom, and quickly try to deal with the sniper jackal. Son of a bitch. Now that this area is a much safer place, I use the beam rifle to clear out the rest of the elites, and once I approach this corner, I know there's another sniper jackal, so I whip out my rocket, cause you can never be too careful. What the fuck? Okay, let's try this again. As I said, you can never be too careful. Once outside, I take my frustration out on this back of a jackal, and jump down to grab the gas hog. Get in, you dumb fuck. Motherfucker, get the fuck out, get the fuck out. Oh, he died as well. I then cross my fingers and pray to the Halo gods that I don't die. I hug the left side and luckily drive past everything to avoid these cracked out aimbot dinosaurs. And then I give these couple of jackal snipers some back shots to protect my mental sanity, and I then proceed to do something very risky. I grab the warthog, drive right to this wraith and jump out and board it. And if you're not familiar with Halo 2 boarding, it takes 1,000 punches to kill the driver. Once he's dead, I hop in to deal with the rest of the reinforcements that begin to drop off on this phantom, and then I finish off the wraith. Now it is scarab time. I go to the very top of this building to do some Dukes of Hazzard shit. I jump right on top of the moving scarab and carefully deal with the crew members. I noob combo these guys, and that is the mission done in 10 minutes and 51 seconds, making good progress, but there is still a lot of missions to go. Proceeding on to the mission Arbiter, and this is what makes Halo 2 so special, is that you're not just playing Master Chief the whole time, you're also playing as a space lizard with a cloaking device and a grudge. The mission starts off strong. I kill all of my teammates, it skips a bunch of dialogue so the doors can open faster. Sorry boys, efficiency. Once the door opens, I give this heretic some back shots and I run past everything. I took a ride down this slow ass elevator, and once at the bottom I take out this elite first, then I use the beam rifle I got from my friends at the start to take out all the Forerunner drones flying around. After that, I make a break to the hangar so I can allow my allied phantom to come in and kill everything for me. So as they take their attention, I can sit outside and continue sniping like the coward I am. And eventually, a door opens. Now I could cloak and skip the fight, but last time I did that with Corbin, it ended up a trip to a therapy session.
So, how does that make you feel?
So instead, I make the responsible decision and kill everything. In this next room, there are 2 carbine elites that come out the door, but unfortunately I wasn't fast enough, so they obliterated me. Attempt number 2, I use active camo this time and quickly backsmack these 2. After they're dead, I continue on killing everything. Now, if you're here thinking this is a tutorial on how to speedrun Halo 2, I got some bad news for you, Chief. I'm barely holding it together myself, and half of this strategy is powered by spite and caffeine. After spending a good amount of time killing everything, I finally get to the room where you can jump up here, just don't forget to crouch jump like I did, cloak past some enemies, and then these elites will show up. Now in a past life, they did chase me down into the next room and ended my run, so I removed them from existence just to be safe. Like Sun Tzu once said, he who ignores the lessons from the past invites history to slap him upside the head. Once they're dead in the next room, there are 2 doors on each side and only one of them will open. After practicing this mission a bunch, I found that the door that you're standing by, the opposite door will open. Bungie's way of saying fuck you, I guess. Once the door opens though, some more people will come out, and I decided to YOLO run it, which I found that was a terrible idea. Next attempt, I decided to cloak past and then run past them this time, where I hop in a Banshee, and if you know where to go, you can actually skip the whole flying around the Phantom section and fly right to the end, jump out, and boom, that is the Arbiter done with 9 minutes and 31 seconds, which really isn't all that great, but hey, I still beat part-time, so beggars can't be choosers. Continuing on still as the Arbiter, we move on to the mission Oracle, which is a really long and really boring mission, but there is a fun glitch at the end, so stick around and you might learn something. We start off by cutting up these flood bodies, which will help us out here in a little bit, and that's right folks, you heard right, Flood have made their triumphant return into Halo 2. Yay! After that, the tiny infection spores start pouring out of the walls, but good thing we took care of those bodies so they won't raise up and try to kill us. But once that's done, the door will open and the second longest elevator ride in this game will pop up. But don't worry, I'm going to show you a really cool trick. After clearing everyone out on board, I quickly hop off the elevator so I can stay on that upper level. Now I can just sit here while the elevator descends, perfectly safe and out of range of all the enemies. And let me tell you, this elevator takes longer than GTA 6's release date.
A few moments later. 20 minutes later.
Halo, the game most of my channel is based on. The game.
1 hour later.
How's it going, ladies and gentlemen?
2 hours later. 3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
But once the pillar moves into the right position, we can carefully drop down to it, then jump here, fall here, try not to slide off here, land on this ledge, and boom, we are at the bottom. Congratulations, you just saved around 5 minutes of your life and several years off your mental sanity. And just when you thought we're going to start making real progress, nope, we get into another area where it's just sitting here and waiting. But to make this area go by as fast as possible, just try to kill everything as fast so the flood can keep on spawning. Once they keep on spawning after a couple of waves, eventually this door will open and elites will start pouring out. I just camo and ran right past inside them to go to the next door, but surprise, I forgot that the next door won't open if the enemies are still hanging around around the first one. So I had to backtrack, clean up my mess, which wasted some time and possibly part of my soul. Once we're outside, I hug the left side, letting the flood handle their drama while I can sneak on by, cloak past these guys, and there's the heretic.
This will save me from the storm, but you will be consumed.
Nope, this mission is still going. Alright, so he locked himself in his room without dinner, so now we have to go try to get him out. I head all the way to the top via this elevator, and this is where I pull off one of my favorite glitches in Halo 2. The invincibility glitch. I activate this elevator, then stand underneath it, and then I call it back down so it squishes me, launches me all the way to the top, and once we're here, boom, Arbiter is now completely invincible. Seriously, nothing can kill me. It's so beautiful. Now, if you're gonna ask me about the science and how this is working, I have no idea. Hashtag Arbiter plot armor. But we cut the support pillars to bring this whole place down, just like a developer's jaw when they found out about this glitch. And so now it's a lot of backtracking, this mission. You just run all the way back to where you were in that first area room, but hashtag still invincible, so it was really easy. And then we get our first boss fight of Halo 2. Wow, that was easy. Alright, Legendary is a lot easier when you're literally immortal. Who knew? Now back as the Master Chief on Delta Halo, this mission is probably one of my favorites because we're about to skip this entire level. It can be hard to learn at first, but if you've never learned how to go outside the map on this level, I highly recommend it. First of all, we need to grab this battle rifle from one of the ODSTs, they won't be needing it, and then I quickly take out these grunts so I can go ahead and jump up here and proceed outside the map. Now to proceed onto this mission, we still need to hit every checkpoint or the rest of the map won't work. So we run to this edge, drop down here until we get the checkpoint on our screen. Once I do that, I run back up the cliff till I get to this forerunner structure. I use one of my rockets to destroy the turret and the other one to destroy this ghost so the elite that runs out won't hop in it and chase me down. Once I did that, I set up for the famous canyon jump, which is probably one of the hardest jumps I've ever had to learn in a video game. But after 4 hours of practice, I'm a bit of a pro at it now. Made it. First try. Now we still need to hit the trigger, so I just backtrack just a little bit and then continue on, and now my fate is entirely in the hands of the Halo 2 gods. I clenched my cheeks and prayed that my RNG was good enough, and I'm not gonna lie to you, this wasn't as smooth as it seems on screen right now. I had to reset a couple of more times than I cared to admit, but eventually I was able to get it down and make my way able to the next trigger, drive back and up this mountain. Once I'm on top, I jump my ghost onto a part where I'm definitely not supposed to be in, fall backwards just a little bit to hit the next trigger, boost across this bridge where the only thing left are these honor guards, but luckily I still had my rocket launcher from earlier. And that's it. That is Delta Halo in 6 minutes and 31 seconds. But unfortunately, after Delta Halo, that means the next mission is Regret. Yay, Regret. Honestly, calling it Regret is the most accurate thing Bungie has ever done in a video game. Because by the time you're halfway through this mess, you're regretting every life choice that led you up here. First, you get dropped into a fake vacation resort where every Jackal sniper has their PhD in aimbotting. Blink, and you're dead. Peek, and you're dead. Breathe, you're still dead. And don't even get me started on the gondola rides. They're basically slow motion death traps with elevator music. And just when you think you've made it through all the snipers and the hour-long level design from hell, bam, boss fight. But not just any boss fight. You get to slap a prophet in the face like the bitch he is. Meanwhile, an infinite number of elite bodyguards respawn around you like a Black Friday sale. So after hearing all of this, let's just get this over with. We start off by skipping the opening fight because touching actual gameplay is for filthy casuals. I gracefully leap up here, chuck a grenade with precision, crouch jump like my life depends on it, and boom, we are outside the map again. From here, I am able to take out all the Jackal snipers. Oh my god. Okay, these guys have faster trigger fingers than my last relationship had red flags. Okay, once they're all dead, we can jump down here and continue on the normal way of this mission. I distract these guys with a grenade and run right past them, where, yay, more Jackal snipers. Dude, what the fuck? I swear these guys are like Medusa. I look one in the eye and I'm just dead. This time, I shoot first before they get a chance to look at me. And once they're all dead, we can now take on the hunters. But with this beam rifle, it should be pretty easy. Okay, as I said, it's pretty easy. After some more people show up on the gondola, I just sit back and snipe them. I hit the button, and now we wait. Kill these guys, wait some more. And finally we arrive. I pre-fire these jackals before their tiny bird brains can process my existence. Hit another button to, guess what? Wait again. Once through, I headshot all of these guys and run past them. Alright, attempt number 2. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Attempt number 3. Okay, this time we take out both the sniper jackals, carefully dodge the sword guy, and scare this sniper with my massive aura, and somehow dodge everything else, and barely make it to the next room. I am so good at this video game. Backsmack this guy and jump over these guys. Once I'm outside, I hug the right side and crouch jump over these hills and past all these guys, skipping all of them and making it to the next gondola. Yay! Then some banshees show up, but thank goodness they gave me a rocket launcher. After a while, another gondola full of enemies will pull up. This one has ranger elites and a grunt with a fuel rod, so I need to be careful. I use my sniper to break off their shields and finish them off with a carbine. After a casual eternity of more waiting, we finally reached the boss fight with Regret. Now, this fight was god-awful, but luckily there are no sniper jackals in this room, so I should be okay. So we punch, then run, punch some more, kill this guy because he actually has a gun, then punch some more. After practicing this boss fight so much, I actually was able to first try him on my run and was able to finish Regret in a time of 24 minutes and 6 seconds. I unfortunately was unable to beat the part time in this mission because somehow they expect you to do all this in 15 minutes, but I do not want to go through this again, so I'll just take the hit on my time. Next up on our list is Sacred Copy and Paste, or as Bungie likes to call it, Sacred Icon. Bungie legit just copy and pasted the same room multiple times and called that a level design. But after running through the same Forerunner hallways over and over again, I eventually do get to the gondola, where you can actually skip this big drone fight just by activating all the pillars, and somehow that just makes him self-destruct. Fun fact though, this brute is not actually dead, he's faking it. After crossing over, I kill this big drone as fast as I can so the door to the next room will open up. It actually took me a couple of tries to figure this out. So many earlier attempts, I was just fighting an infinite number of waves of shit for no reason. A little further on, the flood do begin to pour out of these Forerunner hallways, and we didn't have the best weapons for fighting them, so I'm just going to run past them. I do this looks easy but really isn't jump skip, which took me more tries than I care to admit, but eventually I did make it, and somehow dodged these exploding guys. Then we fall for what seems like an eternity.
I have been falling for 30 minutes!
After getting outside, I go ahead and hug the right side to avoid the flood. And did I just stick myself? As I was saying, I hug the right side to avoid them so we can jump up here, grenade jump over this wall, and bypassing that whole area. Now, I meet up with the shipmaster, where he's so happy to see me that we get to fight together in this little holdout section, which takes a minute, and then the level is over. Not a very exciting mission, so I'm fine with my time being 14 minutes and 25 seconds, which put me at a total time of 1 hour, 45 minutes, and 36 seconds. Coming up next, we'll give you flashbacks to 2022. It's Quarantine Zone. This is one of those missions where you just drive past everything as fast as you can while everything in the world just tries to kill you. We start off by grabbing this ghost, and this is what we'll be in for pretty much almost the whole level. In this first room, I hug the left side, avoiding everything. I do this cool flip for style, book it past this warthog, and if we're fast enough, I can despawn the ghost. Damn, so close. Once we're in the next room, we are going to drive off the top instead of drive all the way down to the bottom. Alright, the sky was angry. This time I hesitate just a little bit so it misses me, and then we drive right off. Now we're going to do another despawn glitch. So we drive up this rock and then right across. Attempt number 2. You have got to be fucking kidding me. Third time's a charm. Little sloppy, but we made it. And now that we've despawned everything but the wraiths, we can just drive on by. Then we finesse our way through here because walking is for chumps. Then we do this cool flip for style. Oh, come on. I fucking suck at driving. Fuck my chungus life, man. First try. Now it should just be smooth sailing from here. You have got to be fucking kidding. Alrighty, dodged it this time. Son of a bitch! Okay, now that that's over with, again, smooth sailing from here. Once we are past that, if you are fast enough, you can despawn the flood that are supposed to come out. But unfortunately, I wasn't, but it's nothing that my sword can't handle. Then we grab this new ghost, pass this Gauss hog, and make it through this door. And basically, that is now the end of the level. Now all that's left is this slow-ass gondola ride. Seriously, what's with Bungie's obsession in slow gondola rides? There's actually a cool trick, though. I do some out-of-the-map jumping here to get up here, then fall down here. And now we are completely safe from everything. We've glitched ourselves inside of a wall, and we could just ride this out. I waited so long that Blade is about to be released in Marvel Rivals. Once the gondola reaches the end, we can jump off, and that's Quarantine Zone done at 9 minutes and 23 seconds. With 4 missions left, I am running out of time, so I have to pick up the pace. Gravemind opens with one of the most memorable lines in Halo 2 ever. Boo. But beyond that, this mission is notoriously known to be punishing even for experienced Halo 2 speedrunners, and this is easily more difficult than Regret. Right at the start, there's roughly an 80% chance of dying just within the first few seconds. Fuck me, dude. Bruh. This opening room alone is one of the most brutal encounters in the entire level. Fuck! Oh, you fucking kidding me, dude. To get through this section efficiently, I had to learn a deloading skip, which ended up being essential for getting a decent time. Here's how it works. After clearing the first group of brutes and grunts, you head into one of these side rooms and line up your reticle precisely at a certain angle against these lights across from me, and then you just wait. If you get 2 checkpoints and a grunt spawns in front of you, the skip worked. If not, reset and try again. This trick skips multiple enemy waves and places you just right before the brute shot captain fight. Once that wave is cleared, this skip can be formed again to bypass the remaining enemies in this room. Though in my case, I unfortunately was too slow on my second attempt and had to fight through the final 2 waves manually. With this room cleared though, the worst obstacle in this mission was behind me, or so I thought. We'll get there soon. Once outside, after taking out these guards by the door, we hug the right side to run past the enemies, and then drop down to this ledge, finishing the rest of them off. Then I just played the level normally and just killing things and try not to make small mistakes. Eventually we get to the prison, and thank God this isn't a lasso run, or I'd still be down there praying for a checkpoint and rethinking every life decision that led me up to this point. Once I'm at the bottom, I try to kill both brutes, then quickly drop down to the last floor for safety, but of course, one jackal killed me. On the second attempt, I completely missed the platform altogether. On my third attempt, I was able to make it to the bottom where I grabbed a brute shot and then camped the elevator, one-shotting anyone who came down, until a brute came down and put an end to my shenanigans. After slicing my way through wave after wave of enemies, this brute went behind this crate and then pulled some sort of Houdini trick because he just disappeared. Then I rescued the Marines. When I got back to the top, all the reinforcements that usually come down were all dead. I watched some videos and apparently I must have accidentally did this old speedrun trick where it kills them. I don't know how it happened, but I won't complain. There'll be plenty more enemies to fight as we go along. Oh my fucking god, dude! Eventually, though, we make it back outside where I run along this right side, climbed a few rocks to get around some enemies, and mostly stayed on the upper levels to avoid getting dragged into any unnecessary fights. This next room is a perfect case of Halo 2 RNG. In this first attempt, I dropped down to avoid the elite and brute civil war that was happening above me, but then a squad of ranger elites came flying out the door and absolutely obliterated me. My second attempt, they didn't even show up. So yeah, W game, I guess. I climbed back up because fuck being a third party to the interspecies custody battle. I choose life.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Nearing the end, I ran into some hunters that threw some boxes at me, but by this time I had a beam rifle, so they were pretty easy. In the final room, this time I finally decided to intervene on the elites and brutes fighting, but decided to take out the white elites first because, let's be honest, they're pretty scary. But the brute got jealous and then didn't like that at all. Oh my god! Once the room was finally clear, I thought the mission was over, but I totally forgot about the stealth elite squad that shows up at the end, and not even Breaking Benjamin in the background could save me from that ambush. Oh, come on. I forgot about the next room filled with elites. Oh my fuck me sideways, dude. Dude, oh my god. I want to kill myself. I don't want to play anymore. I really hate this fucking mission. Oh, I can't. I fucking can't. Dude, I die so fast. I die so fast. I can't. Dude, the fuel rod is the most worthless fucking weapon this game has ever fucking created. What the fuck am I supposed to do against that game? Please tell me. Tell me what the fuck I'm supposed to do. Eventually, though, I played it smart and pulled out the noob combo, took them out one at a time, and finished this mission with a final time of 33 minutes and 12 seconds, which is, yeah, god-awful, but I'm never playing this mission again. Uprising was definitely interesting. I decided to just wing it and came up with my own pathing as I go along. I started off by grabbing the sword and doing some rock jumping, and then jumped past all of these brutes and quickly hitting my active camo so I didn't die. Once inside, I jump on this light to get onto this cliff, where then I cloaked again and ran past these guys. I did some hiding and waited for camo to come back, and then I kept on running, where I had my first sword fly. Sort of. Then, you guessed it, we ran past some more guys. This brute got upset that I'm just too good and he decided to punch me, but I'll just let it slide this once. When I got outside, I just kept running past and then jumped on these rocks to hug the right side of the map so they don't blast me, because there is a sniper jackal up ahead. There was a sniper jackal up ahead, I should say. Then I jumped up this tree, up this cliff, and ran to the end, finishing this mission in 3 minutes and 15 seconds. This was by far my favorite mission because I didn't really have to do anything, and it definitely made up for my Gravemind time. As a kid, I always hated High Charity because it was creepy. Now that I'm an adult, I hate this mission because it's just full of flood. There is this major skip I could do for the level where you can use a flood to boost your way past and bypass everything in this entire mission, but this video is already taking way too long to to finish, and if I had more time, I would learn it. So instead, I'm just going to play it the normal way. Honestly, it really wasn't that bad. I ran past most of the flood without engaging, sniped a few buggers when I had to, and mostly just stayed focused on staying alive and moving forward. Fun fact, this level was originally supposed to be part of Gravemind until Bungie decided to cut the mission in half, as if Halo 2 wasn't long enough already. Eventually, you reach this elevator, which leads you to this big fight with a bunch of brutes and jackals. I got lucky though, because if you wait long enough, the flood will show up and distract them. While they're busy tearing each other apart, I ran to the door and just kind of hid and crouched until it opened. I'm not proud of it, but it did work. On the elevator ride up, you can grab the iron skull because, hey, the more you know. At the top, I took out the sniper jackal with the carbine, and that's it. That is the final level in Halo 2 as the Master Chief, bringing the final time for High Charity 6 minutes and 38 seconds for a total time of 2 hours and 38 minutes. This is cutting it way too close, and only one mission left. I have just about 22 minutes remaining. Of all the Halo under 3 hour videos I've ever done, this is the closest one. It all comes down to the Great Journey. We kick off Great Journey by killing the Spectre driver and taking his right. Now, some of you may be asking,
Kael, why on earth would you do that?
well, if you know, you know. After securing the Spectre, I park it up against this mountain. This will matter later. I found this corner to be one of the safest places to stash it. Next, I cloak and steal a ghost and boost past everything. There's a door up ahead that won't open until all the wraiths are destroyed, but there's a neat trick here. If you drive far back enough to get a checkpoint and then return, everything just despawns. And honestly, watching a battlefield evaporate in front of your eyes never gets old. After that, I ditch the ghost and head outside. And for the first time in Halo history, the hunters are actually your best friends. I let them do all the heavy lifting while I slip by. Then I start a jailbreak to release even more hunters. The carnage they cause clears a path all the way to the top. Here's where Sergeant Johnson decides revenge isn't the Jedi way and chooses to help me, even though I literally just kicked his ass earlier.
How you doing?
I grab a Banshee and leave him behind without a second thought. I fly all the way back to where I stashed the Spectre at the beginning of the mission. Then I drive it through the water, up this mountain, and finesse my way to the secret arena entrance. Why, you may ask? Because we're bringing it to the boss fight for the famous Johnson duplication glitch. After waiting for it feels like an eternity for Johnson to arrive, I drop down at just the right time to trigger the Tartarus fight. I insult his intelligence and then run all the way back to grab the Spectre. It's not in great shape, but it'll do. I pull up next to Johnson so he can jump in, and now we wait. The reason is, if Johnson is in the passenger seat instead of on the platform, the game thinks he's missing and spawns another one. I repeat this process 3 times, then jump to the center platform, blow up the Spectre, and let the Johnson army absolutely melt Tartarus while he flails helplessly against the literal plot armor army, bringing the final time for Great Journey to 13 minutes and 3 seconds. For those who suck at basic math, that brings our total time under 3 hours and unlocking the monopolized achievement. This one felt so satisfying to finish compared to the other Halo games. Oh, there's an achievement. Monopolized! Woo! Woohoo! Oh my god, I did it! Also, huge shout out to Froggerkist for inspiring me to attempt this and giving me the push to start the Halo under 3 hour series. I honestly probably would not even do this challenge without him. So, thank you again to him. Now, some of you may ask, but Kael, how can you move on to the other Halo games if Corbin doesn't even have the achievement yet? I am so glad you asked. After I told him that I have finished the run and got the achievement, he wanted me to do it for him too, on his account. And being the good friend that I am, I said, go fuck yourself. But then I realized that's not what a best friend would say. So then he paid me, and then I obliged. There goes another 2 weeks off my life I'll never get back. But if you like this video, please leave a thumbs up and comment down below which Halo game you'd like us to beat next. Me and Corbin plan to do them all eventually, and yes, he's even talked about attempting Lasso, so if this video gets over 10 likes, we will do them all! Probably. Maybe.